Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to work on Java end of file. Yesterday we worked on Java data types. So let's look at the problem. In computing, end of file, commonly abbreviated EOF, is a condition in a computer operating system where no more data can be read from a data source. So they have provided us this Wikipedia link. Because just like Wikipedia, so I'm just gonna take a look here. End of file. In computing, end of file is a condition in a computer system where no more data can be read from the data source, usually called a file or a stream. The details in the C standard library, the character reading functions such as getchar. I think they are talking about the C programming here. Return a value equal to the symbolic value macro EOF to indicate that an end of file condition has occurred. The actual value of EOF is implementation dependent and must be negative, but is commonly -1, such as glib C. Block reading error functions return the number of bytes read, and this is fewer than asked. Then the end of file was reached or an error occurred. Checking of error no or dedicated functions such as ferror is required to determine which. I know this is a bit boring, but I like to kind of read this, and I strongly you guys to kind of read the Wikipedia as well, because it does have us very useful information regarding the background behind why we are using it, this end of file functions, because it's not a new concept. It's coming from the C language, and they also ask for the Unix as well, as you can see, and in DOS as well, in the Windows. So it does occur almost in every programming in operating system, and they are talking about the Microsoft Basic here as well. So yeah, I strongly guys kind of encourage you guys kind of go through this end of file Wikipedia. Let's look at the back to our problem. The challenge here is to read n lines of input unless you reach end of file, and then number and print all n lines of content. Hint. So they are giving us a hint here, so we can use Java scanner.hasNext method is helpful for this problem. So input format. So input format is going to be like read some unknown n lines of input, some standard input, until you reach end of file. Each line of input contains a non-empty string. Output format. So this is the input format is going to be like, and this is the output format. So here you see they are in the line number 1 and line number 2 and line number 3. So that's what we have to do. I think in this line, in this challenge, I think we have to declare scanner. Scanner is normally used to read input. So this is the first thing, I guess. Scanner, scan, new scanner. So you can use system.in just for the input. And the next line, I think here the system dot, it has to be, it's a case sensitive, so if you put the small, you will kind of see the squiggly lines. So we are seeing it here because the value is not being used. We will use this value soon. So the next thing I want to declare, you see here it's 1 2 3. I think that's what I to declare a variable I equal to 1. So it starts with 1. So it's 1 2. So I'm gonna increment by 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So, and the next, the condition, I'm gonna use the while loop here. So I'm gonna use the exact function they have indicated us to use here. So scan dot next dot has next line. So this is the most important function to realize it does check if if the string has a next line or not, otherwise it will end. And I'm gonna output the value here, print line. The first thing is I, this is for number, or 1 2 3, and I'm gonna leave some space. As you can see, there is some space here between number 1 and hello world. The next thing is scan dot next line. And guess here I think we can only use next as next, because, and here we are reading the line here has dot next dot line, and just increment by 1. I think that should do. Let's just run our code just to check if it works. Yep, so everything is working fine. You see so this is the input they have given, this is our output. It does exactly match the expected output, so our test cases are passing. Let's submit code. Yep, so all the test cases passed. Congratulations. Yeah, so the trick to the problem is to use the while loop here, and then increment I by 1, I plus plus, and then print using the print line, just a new line here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching my video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel.